green flag is in the air, and we are racing at Pocono.
Already looking 3 wide from third place there, diving to the bottom. These restarts always fan out, Phil, at Pocono. You have this long straightaway and a lot of opportunity. So you see Sammy Smith in the wrong lane right here in the middle going backwards.
Jesse Love jumped to the inside the 20 to make it 3 wide. As you mentioned, Sammy Smith is the guy that's going to pay the price. He's already back to what, about 6th already?
Sammy Smith starts on pole, and he's back to 6th so quickly. The 57 is off Brian Doza with an issue there. Taylor Gray at the 17 to the point, picks up right where he left off, right, Phil?
That's exactly what I was going to say at Mid-Ohio. Went to victory lane at Mid-Ohio for his 2nd win of the year.
And caution is out for the first time today. It looks like the 11 has gotten into the wall. That's Bryce Hageberg. He had an issue earlier, I believe. He had brought it in with some damage. So that brings out our first caution. Taylor Gray continues as the leader, has led all 14 laps. Sanchez, Love, Carruth, Sammy Smith in the top 5. As green flag is in the air once again, Taylor Gray, Nick Sanchez on the front row.
Let's see how they fan out here, if anybody can get a little bit of momentum going.
Taylor Gray took the outside there because he didn't want to be put 3 wide the way that Sammy Smith did, and that's a good defensive move to hold that lead.
Taylor Gray once again backs up that initial start.
Jesse Love with another great start or restart, grabs a 2nd spot.
Ooh, that was awfully close for Nick Sanchez. Almost got the wall like he did in practice.
Probably not a lot of structure left in that right rear after practice. He's got to be careful with that one.
They fixed her up and made her look pretty, but like you said, it's probably not as strong as it was when they unloaded on Thursday.
Stumbling, if it's a throttle linkage issue, but hopefully it clears. Oh, trouble here.
Ooh, hard hit.
The 06 hard into the wall. That's Zachary Tinkle, the 20-year-old out of Speedway, Indiana. You saw him take a right-hander. Caution for the 2nd time. That's a lot of damage.
It's really hard to hit turn 1 while easy.
Yeah, no doubt. And that thing hooked right hard, like something broke. I don't know what happened there exactly, but that was a big hit in turn 1. Worst place on the racetrack to hit like that.
After what happened to Tinkle.
Oh, something broke help. For sure. The grip. Oh.
See, he was side by side and looks like, it has a look like maybe the car made a late dive into the corner. Maybe Zachary didn't realize he was there, and unfortunately he's going to really pay for it.
Not clear, Phil. Not clear.
Oh, man.
Big hit for Zachary Tinkle.
We're about to see how these tires hold up from the short pitting, and if anybody else will take that option later in the race if it's available.
All right, we got Jesse Love on the outside and Connor Mosak for the first time on the front row on the restart today.
Another nice push you see out the left side. Sammy Smith pushing Daniel Dye.
It's about the most even we've seen him going to turn 1 yet on a restart.
Here's Connor Mosak, the 23, doing really a nice job. His last 4 ARCA starts have been all top 5 finishes.
And as we mentioned, this is kind of like a road course, Phil, and he's a road course guy. We saw him in the 18 car at I guess it was at Portland? Yeah, Portland. He ran the Xfinity race.
And did a great job.
He did.
Got involved in a wreck not of his making.
And he's doing a great job here with this. So I really do think this track suits the road course guys pretty well.
Jesse actually didn't pit over that in that last competition caution. They freed him up. They gave him 4 tires and they stayed out. They said why? Well, we're going to get our track position back, and clearly there's a whole lot of action with all of them on the track, guys.
Heck of a battle right there. Jesse Love in the 20 ducking to the inside, and Nick Sanchez couldn't get it done. But we've got a new leader, Nick Sanchez, to the front.
To see this pass for the lead. Car right in the way in the tunnel turn. That allows Sanchez to get a huge run on Mosak.
Yeah, I think Mosak was just being a little bit cautious around that lap car, which he should have been.
You have to be there.
Yeah, exactly. And Nick Sanchez took advantage, Jamie.
Thank you to the spotters, right? Telling Nick Sanchez, you're clear. Just go for it. Don't have to lift there. So Nick Sanchez leads this one. Connor Mosak slips back a spot. Jesse Love there as well. Great battle up front. Amber Balcaen involved in a wreck. The 73 goes around as well. That's Andy Jankowiak. And we've got him wrecking all over the back of the pack. The 44 goes around as well. That's Ed Pompa.
There's Sean Corr. A lot of damage to that 8 car for Sean Corr. There's Ed Pompa's 44 car you were talking about, Jamie.
Amber Balcaen had such a good run going. She was even in the top 10 for quite a few laps. I'll have to look back and see what exactly led to this. Oh
man,
that's a
look
lot
at the
of
damage. See the winner net down. That's a signal from Sean that he's okay.
Sean Corr, the 38-year-old from New York, and here's another New Yorker right here, Andy Jankowiak.
Look at all the damage to that car, Jamie. Gosh.
Pizza delivery driver, builds his own cars, a lot of friends together. That's what makes up this team. Basically race to race, see what kind of sponsorship they can get if they can make it to the track. And you see it's just destroyed.
That's what makes it almost harder than the hit is after the fact, you know, somebody like that's building their own cars and working on things. He knows that thing's torn up. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of time that he's invested into this thing. And we see Amber getting out of her car now. She's okay.
What happened here?
Looks like obviously Amber was sideways, and then the 73 of Andy with nowhere to go. Sean Corr actually with the 8 nowhere to go either, ran underneath the 73.
Ooh, a little help from behind there on Amber.
Yeah, it looked like Jason Kitzmiller, the 97, got into Amber as they were going into the tunnel turn. And then nowhere for these other drivers to go.
Chris Wright's on board.
Just trying to pick his way through there.
I mean, you guys said it earlier, there are no small hits at Pocono.
No, and nowhere to go. Jason Kitzmiller, obviously, that got in the back of Amber. Looks like he's unscathed there. That's the black and red car left of your screen. Look at Tony Breitinger. Look at the job she did.
So close.
Oh, man, getting around Amber. This is going to be a crazy restart here, I believe. Going to be 25 to go when we get to the line, Jamie.
Tighten those belts.
You see the 20 sitting back.
One more time. Side by side they go. Taylor Gray with a great start once again.
See Jesse Love, as soon as he got the start-finish line, pulls out around the 0-2. Look at him, 5 wide.
Nick Sanchez with a big move from the outside to the inside. Taylor Gray shut the door.
Woo. Raja Caruth going around Chris Wright. Right there, the blue and white car is Chris Wright. There's Brandon Jones on the outside of Jesse Love.
Jesse Love, so impressive on the inside. He had just found something at the start of this race that worked.
The leaders.
Oh.
Somebody's wrecking.
Ooh,
oh,
Jesse
the 20,
Love.
Jesse Love goes around. Parts and pieces falling off that Venturini car.
Taylor Gray is like, oh, it's so dark. I did
It's
not
so
need that
dark,
caution.
yeah. Taylor Gray said, no way we should restart this race.
The checkered flag will fall. This will end it. That caution flag will turn to the checkers, and there it is. The 17-year-old from Denver, North Carolina, wins it. For the 3rd time this season, Taylor Gray is your winner at Pocono.